What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we finally just got Mr. Spock's brand new legendary hero in Gemstone Legends. It is the Vulcan. And not only is it super slick art, but the abilities are amazing. So of course, I'm gonna do a breakdown and an all-out summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so the trifecta is now complete. We got T-Bone's hero, then my hero, and now finally Mr. Spock's hero, the Vulcan. And so we're going to do a detailed breakdown here. And I'm looking at the base stats first to see what really sticks out at me. The speed looks good at over 200, and of course I'm showing this in the lexicon so we can see the maxed out stats here. And if you have it fully awakened, you can get even faster speed. It's going to be actually 222 instead of 202. And then when we're looking at HP, attack, and defense, we can see it's all pretty well balanced. Nothing is standing out as far as those stats at being like his strength, but nothing is a weakness here either. It's just strong all around. And that's good for this particular character when we take a look at the skills, because you want him to stay alive. But he's not doing a ton of damage either, so you don't really need to focus on a lot of attack or anything like that. Look at that mana gain. That's what really sticks out at me. 25. You don't need to put any caster equipment on him or anything like that. You don't need any relics that are going to increase the mana gain because it's already at a level where you just need 4 tiles in order to make the special go off. Remember, I've said this before. The name of the game in Gemstone Legends is speed, both with taking your turn and with gaining mana. And so here you're already starting out at a high floor as far as mana gain goes. But this is going to be a theme of breaking this entire hero down, is speed. Look at this. Speed leader increases the speed of all allies by 17 in all game modes. So this is the taking turns kind of speed. So first of all, and probably foremost when you're looking at speed in Gemstone Legends, you want to take your turns first, because if you take your turns first, you're matching gemstones. Not only are you dealing a little damage to the enemy, but most importantly, you're gaining mana off of that as well. So let's take a look at the first skill. The Needs of the Many removes 3 negative statuses from all allies. This is a maxed out skill. Take note of that. You're gonna have to build up to this, but 3 negative statuses from all allies, this is immediately probably the best cleanser in the game. I'm trying to think if there's any other cleanser in the game that removes so many negative statuses from all allies. So this is an absolutely like mandatory type of cleanser because of how many statuses are in the game, both positive and negative. And along with that, he removes 2 positive statuses from all enemies. He's a debuffer in addition to being a cleanser. This is extremely powerful. We don't need to read any more text. This is a hero that we don't see a lot of this effect in the game. He's going to get a lot of use just because of the utility here. But we're not done, because we haven't even reached the best part yet. He grants mana breath to all allies for 4 turns. When all allies get mana breath, they gain mana faster and they use their specials faster. And he grants Board King to all allies for 4 turns, which means they're able to make extra gem matches. What did I say the name of the game is? Speed. So now we've got like regular taking turns speed going. And then after that, we've got increased mana because everybody gets mana breath and they get to match an extra gemstone. He is going to be the cornerstone. I'm telling you right now, he is going to be the cornerstone of super fast strategies. This whole game is a jockeying between who can be faster. And there's ups and downs in how fast the actual matches play out. But that jockeying and that up and down is based on who is squelching the opponent's mana faster and who is gaining their own mana faster. And this is going to get you ahead again on the who is gaining mana faster to be able to use their special abilities. Let's take a look at the passive. My gosh, this this is amazing. Vulcan Intelligence. If he removed up to 5 positive or negative statuses while using a special ability, which is going to be super easy to do, by the way, he restores 20% mana to all allies. So we're not done gaining mana yet. Crit damage increased by 3% for all allies for each 50 speed he has. So now you want to load up on equipment that gives speed boost, because that is just going to make him even more powerful. And because of that crit damage being increased by 3% for all allies for each 50 speed he has, you're going to want a couple of like really heavy hitters on your team. Whether you're the kind of person that likes to go down the sniper route and really focus on taking out one opponent at a time, or you're somebody who likes to nuke the opponents and basically take everybody out at the same time, he is going to be able to support all of those strategies. Speed is decreased by 20 for all enemies if he is alive, and mana gain increased by 1 if you level the skills all the way up there. Now that mana gain increased by 1 because of how fast he already is probably isn't going to matter so much, but all the other text on here is absolutely incredible. So after increasing the speed, both the regular taking turn speed and the mana gain speed of everybody, then he's slowing the opponents down too, because I had just mentioned about speed decreased by 20 for all enemies if he's alive, right? This is gonna make your team super fast. You're gonna get ahead just having him on your team. How would I put him in a team? The synergies here I think are actually really simple. First, he's like your cornerstone. You can put him in and then build around him with maybe one other type of defensive or support hero to try and keep him alive, because obviously you want to keep him alive for that decreased speed to the enemies, and just because he's a domino effect. Once he starts going off, like everybody's going to go off, kind of like a strobe light. Like everyone will just be flickering their their ultimate skills. You can end matches probably pretty quickly with him, which is really cool. So maybe like one other defensive hero, and then I'm thinking you got 3 heroes where you can really focus on how you're going to deal the damage. I think that there's the potential to go all different routes with that, but because crit damage is being increased for everybody, you probably want to go with pretty straight line kinds of damage, either damage being dealt by attack, defense, or HP. And so that style is really up to you. I'm gonna put it out there right now, since we have the trifecta of T-Bone, Lion Roar, and Vulcan. They actually all kind of go together really well, because they do different things that support each other very nicely. So like, I want you to think about this. You got Vulcan on a team that's increasing the speed for everybody, both in taking turns and gaining mana. And then you have T-Bone, who is more of a sniper type. He's going to try to take out one opponent at a time. However, he does a lot that's similar to Vulcan too, in removing statuses from yourself, like cleansing, and then also from the opponents as far as positive statuses go. And so when you put those together, like the opponents are not going to be able to do anything to you as far as statuses. You're going to be impenetrable if you've got both Vulcan and T-Bone on your team. And in addition, T-Bone is dealing that damage that Vulcan is supporting. So the crit damage is increasing. Now T-Bone comes in and can really take someone out. And then you've got my Lion Roar hero that came out a while back, and he is a nuke damage dealer, right? So he's going to come in and deal damage to everybody. And so you can whittle all the opponents down, and when you do that at that level, you're taking everybody down on HP. T-Bone can really pick off opponents, which is really, really nice. So I'm thinking those 3 heroes can go together really well. And maybe just on a team like that, you put one other hero, like some kind of defense down or vulnerability on everybody, just to maximize even more so how much damage you're doing. You might want some kind of like Soul Link hero healers, some kind of taunt hero as just like your last one. So anyway, I'm really excited to summon for him. So let's jump into the altar and just get to it. I have got a lot of scrolls for this, and I'm going to use every single one of them if I have to. Now, as I get started here, I just want to remind you, especially because I have so many scrolls, I am just going to be skipping through all the 3-star heroes. I might stop and look at interesting epic heroes. But also, while you're watching here, I would love to know in the comments how you plan to use Vulcan if you get him, or how you think Vulcan should be used in case you don't get him, the kind of synergies that exist. I'm going to tell you right now that that is one flexible hero that can be used in so many different strategies. You can really get creative with that one. All right, we got our first epic or legendary here. Let's hope it's Vulcan. It is not, but it is Selkath. By the way, love the art on this hero. I'm not going to take a look at him because I've covered him before, but we're going to keep going. Man, the art in Gemstone Legends is just getting better and better. As you probably know if you've watched me before, as much as I love being a player of the game, I enjoy collecting like just as much. Back in the day, before there were all these like mobile games and such, I was definitely like a card collecting type of gamer. Really, really love those kind of games. All right, so what did we get here? Adorella. All right, so with a nice big boar there. So she gets Reflect and Recovery. Those are actually kind of unique stats. Man, I will be really sad if I don't get Vulcan because I have saved up so many scrolls for this one. And I've definitely missed before, but I've never done a summons this big before either. So we'll just have to see. All right, Talon. I'm gonna run out of space really fast, I am sure. But hopefully if I do get Vulcan, it will give me a lot of fodder to level him up. Because I want to be playing with him right away. Kyra. Would you guys like to see me do some gameplay with the 3 YouTuber heroes? I think that would be fun. We got a legendary. Please be Vulcan. Please be Vulcan. It is not Vulcan, but it's an amazing hero. Wow, it's Arendelle. Oh my gosh, fantastic. He is an HP leader everywhere. Grants spell shield to all allies for 5 turns. Grants reflect to all allies for 5 turns. Equalizes HP of all allies to the same amount. Okay, well, I'm definitely a winner today. But I really have to have Vulcan. I really want Vulcan. This is one of the few heroes. You'll know if you've watched my videos before too. I don't ever necessarily advocate for chasing heroes. But once in a while I do. And Vulcan's one of the ones I'm chasing. Heal all allies for 5% of max HP at the start of his turn. Defense of all allies increased by 2% for every 25% of his HP and immune to heal block. Alright, continuing on. Oh man, that was such a tease. That was such a tease. The silhouette, when it came, it didn't look exactly like I thought Vulcan would look like, but I was like hopeful. I was like, maybe. But alas, we continue on. And Ikes must be one of the like all-time top epic heroes I've gotten in summons. I've gotten so many, I can't even count. Okay. We got another epic. Grr. If I ever mispronounce names, by the way, you are free to correct me. Okay, we're down to 147, 146. I started at like around 200 gold scrolls, so now I'm out of space. We're dipping into the mailbox now. Jamoke. Oh, come on.
Gotta have Vulcan. This is where I'm starting to feel like the odds should be like on my side and I should start to have a chance here. Alright, Adorella. Man, they do a really good job with the animation, like making you think it's turning yellow. I always get faked out. And it is Lilith. Boy, I sure am going to have a lot of fodder if I can manage to get Vulcan. I will be so sad if I don't get Vulcan. Another Adorella. Alright, I've used about half my gold scrolls now. Alright, what do we got? Another Selkath. Uh-oh, I'm starting to get nervous here. He's not showing up for me. Ugh. Zane. Zane is good. Zane is good, but he's not the Vulcan. By the way, I think Vulcan is going to be good everywhere. I mentioned sometimes about how, like, the different formats where heroes could potentially be good or not, so you kind of know where you're going to use them, but the Vulcan is absolutely a flexible hero that can be used in pretty much any format. Whether it comes to wars or the arena, events. Man, Adorella again. How many Adorellas do we get before we get Vulcan? If we even get Vulcan. I have never done so many summons for one hero. It will kill me if I don't get the Vulcan. Frank! One of the freakiest looking heroes in the game. Alright, we're down to 20 about. Oh, come on, I would love to do the video with the Vulcan. I can't do the video if I don't get him. Igor. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Not on the gold scrolls anyway. We got 3 platinum scrolls. Oh, I'm getting sad, guys. Oh, here's a legendary. Who is it? Well, I already have Alexander. He's good. He's good. He's good. He's a good legendary hero. But he's not the Vulcan. Come on. No. My luck is running out. This is sad. This is it, guys. I got one more scroll. This is the last one. It is a legendary. Yes! Oh, no freaking way. Yes! Oh my gosh, guys. I had like given up hope there. You know what the odds are? Getting down to the last scroll? Oh my gosh, I used 200 scrolls and the last scroll. The last scroll. This is where I get the Vulcan. Oh my gosh, but I do have the trifecta now. I have T-Bone. I have Lion. In fact, I have 2 Lion Roars. And I've got the Vulcan. So I am freaking happy. I'm overjoyed about this. So I'm going to have to go get to work, leveling up. I promise you I will. And then we're going to have to do some play testing with all 3 of them and see how it goes. Alright guys, good luck in your summons. If you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.